Hello and welcome back to The Funny Show. I am your host, Mr. Funny, and today we are back with a theory. It's been like a super long time since I've done a theory, because I'm not that original and good at them. Like, the last theory wasn't original or new or already thought of. So, that is interesting. But today I'm going to be talking about Salmon Run, because Salmon Run's been fresh in the mind recently because it's the only new game mode that was released on launch day for Splatoon 2. And that was really it wasn't that big of a shocker, but I really didn't care that much because I really liked Splatoon 1 anyway, so I was fine with that. But now that I've been playing it for like a couple of weeks, I think it's coming up on its second week, being alive, I don't know. It's coming up on its second week, and now that I'm thinking about it, what is Grizzco, like the company that you work with in Salmon Run? What are they using the power eggs and the golden eggs for? That is, I haven't seen a video like this on YouTube yet, so, but if you're seeing this and there's something like a theory on Game Theory, where freaking they start this, I promise you, I checked right before I recorded, I couldn't find anything. So, I'm not saying I created this theory, I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure these are my ideas and the things that I thought of first. Because I haven't seen a video, again, I haven't seen a video, so I think this is an original theory. That's all I'm trying to say. I feel like this is original. Don't hate on me if you find a video and it's like this. So that's all I wanted to get out of the way first. But let's talk about this. Salmon Run, you collect these eggs against against these AI enemies called Salmonoid. It's very different from Turf War. Basically, you kill Salmonoid and Boss Salmonoid. If you kill Salmonoid, they give you just freaking power eggs. They give you power eggs. If you kill Boss Salmonoid, they will drop 3 golden eggs. And the power eggs differ from what type of Salmonoid you kill, but it doesn't matter what Boss Salmonoid you kill, you will get 3 power eggs no matter what. So, that's the thing. Why are we collecting these eggs? Why are we collecting them? Why? Why is that a thing? Why do we collect them? Today I'm going to propose to you that if there is a Splatoon 3, which it's very early, so you can't say something like that yet, but if there is, then these eggs will have a very, very important role in the single-player campaign for Splatoon 3, if that does happen. And this is what I've got so far. The Splatoon 2 single-player campaign was very, very similar to the Splatoon 1 single-player campaign. All that was really different was the bosses, and you have to save Callie. Because there were like 2 returning bosses, I believe. Only 2 returning bosses. And that was it. There were only 2 bosses that came back. And that was freaking the one where his face is covered in ink and he drops down and slams down on the ground. And then DJ Octavio. These similarities got me thinking that the single-player campaign will probably be very similar to the other 2. Splatoon 3 will have a similar single-player campaign. Because I haven't seen that much outrage that it's very similar. So, I mean, unless there's like 6 games and they're still the same, then there's going to be outrage. But, there hasn't been that much outrage, so if they do it again, it might get outrage. Nope. Sorry. It might get more outrage. But it might be very similar, but these eggs might change it a lot. These eggs, I feel like they could easily, they could have put a very important role. Basically, the power eggs, we've seen the power eggs before. The power eggs, you know the power eggs that you kill normal Salmonoid and they drop the power eggs. They were in they are in the Splatoon 1 single-player campaign when you kill Octarians. You can also find them just on the ground. They are also in the, oh shoot. They are, no, that's not good. But the Power Eggs are in Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2 single-player campaigns. So we have seen this before, but this is the first time we're seeing golden eggs. Now, I'm not saying that this is Grizzco's, I'm not going to say that Grizzco's just making you get these golden eggs so that they can resell them back to the Salmonoid. And, I don't know, make some profit out of that and nothing for you. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because there are stuff for you, and you get those rewards, and that's what they're paying you in. I'm not also saying they're doing it with slavery. That's not weird. Even though they say they're using these to power the future, like in the manual in Splatoon 2, it states that they're using these eggs to power it for the future. Now, I don't think these are going to be used for, like, technology purposes or electricity. I'm thinking that these eggs would be genetically enhanced to be used, in the war between Octarians and Inklings. Because in the trailer for the Salmon Run, ironically, he states that, freaking the guy who always talks about Splatoon 2, he states that he will be updating the war between Inkling and Inkling and Octarian, which I will show you now.
We're planning to release a research report on the ongoing battle with Octarians, so stay tuned and stay fresh.
He tells us that this isn't some agency mission, this is a full-on war that Inklings are trying to fight back against. And these eggs, I feel like they could be genetically enhanced. They will be genetically enhanced and taken into war to fight against the Octarians. Because, as we know, there aren't that many Inklings in the actual single-player campaign doing what you're doing, okay? You're the only Inkling besides Marie, that is actually fighting back. You're the only one there that's actually fighting back. Which means that Grizzco might be there to help out the war between the Octarians and the Inklings by capturing the eggs, genetically enhancing them, breeding them, and then raising them to be sent back out into the war between the Octarians to help the Inklings win the war. And that's it. There are some problems with this theory, and that's that Octarians and Inklings aren't at war, but it's very, very small evidence, and that's the fact that Marina is an Octarian, but she's just one Octarian. One cannot defend, like, every Octarian. That's the only one that we know is not against the Inklings. And she, she's the only one. You can't compare those numbers from one Octarian to the entire race, because she's the only one. Again, she's the only one that's not trying to fight you. So I think this is a pretty good evidence that these eggs are being used, because, I mean, the war between the Octarians and Inklings, they are fighting back. Feel free, if you guys feel like, comment down below any evidence that I missed. If you guys want to comment down any of that, comment down below. But I don't want any stupid crap like I should give away my Nintendo Switch. Another thing that just popped into my head as I was recording this was actually they could also be used to protect the great Zapfish, so that it doesn't get stolen again. That could be another thing, but that's just a small thing. It's pretty much the same basic concept. But that's pretty much it. If you guys liked it, feel free to like it. I did actually think really hard and through about this, and I do think that is what Grizzco is using the eggs for. That is what I personally think will happen if there is a Splatoon 3. I think that's what's going to happen. But again, That's just a theory. Again. Nope, it's not cool when I do